Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So, yeah, the zone was not quite tested yesterday. We got pretty high, but didn't quite get there, so it wasn't really an entry to continue the shorts. And if you have a look at it, there is our structure that was forming during the video yesterday, and then we just got this massive engulfing bar. So now, hindsight, you probably could have jumped in that. It's fairly strong downtrend. You could have jumped in on the close of this bar sort of thing, or even, if you're looking at this on the 15 minute, let's just get there. You can see, got above the moving averages, then back below. So, there's a little head and shoulders as well. If you look, so shoulder, head, shoulder. So, break of that, you could possibly have just jumped in 240 point. But anyway, no real trade, no real setup there. Narrative for today is pretty much the same. I need a pullback before I jump in on this, and that is my pullback zone there. So I want to see a pullback back to 107.072 or alternatively 106.981 before I start jumping in short again. You see how the oscillators grip the downside, and often say they can stay like this for extended period of time, and that's exactly what happened yesterday. Another lesson here, I've always say to you, when you get a crossover far apart, there's normally an aggressive move to the downside, and that's exactly what you got here. Saw the crossover brewing, and then confirmation of it, and then quite a big move to the downside. So I think that the downside move is played out for now. What we're probably going to do is range and allow the oscillators to group up or get back to a moving average and then drop again. Pay attention to this trend line as well. Very important to pay attention to that trend line, being 3 touches on that. So if we get back into this zone, so that brings this little swing low into play there. So that's another area to pay attention for rejection, 106.731. Moving on to US dollar Japanese yen, this is starting to look like a pretty serious flag, and a break of the structure is going to get us moving to the upside again. So at the moment the trend is up. There's no reason. I mean, if you were in from a move down here, there's no reason to be selling just yet. At the moment, oscillators grouping, easing off quite nicely, looking to cross over far apart. That is brewing for an explosive move. Don't like this gap that we've left today. So probably a move to come and close a gap, and then a bit of structure again. So I'm looking for us to hold this area here. We need to hold above 127, let's just call it 700, 127,700. We need to hold above that, which will break the structure here, which gives us a flag, also a bigger flag at setup, and then we're looking for a big explosive move to the upside. So that's kind of the view I've got. I suspect we're probably going to pull back and come and close a gap first, and that should give us a higher low on the hour, and then we'll be looking for a move from there as well. So one of two things, either a gap trade there, and let's just do this on the 15 minute, and obviously I haven't looked at the 15 minute in a while, which is why the chart takes so long to load. And if we just get to the 15 minute, have a look at that. Big down, big up, big down, big confusion, double bottom brewing here, gap. So much happening, bit of a flag brewing on the 155. This level is just critical, 127,700. We need to get above it, we need to hold above it, and that would be on the 15 minute. And then you're looking for a move to the upside. Pretty big stop though, that's 800 point stop loss. So small position size to trade that one, but definitely pay attention to this. There will be more than one opportunity to jump in on that train. Moving on to British pound Japanese yen, broke through all the structure yesterday. So we're looking at this area here for support, and that's at 162.292. Didn't quite happen. Oscillators are grouped to the downside. I just don't see, sorry, I'm going to have to just pop to the weekly to see what we have here. Nothing really standing out. So, and if you look at that weekly so far, I would expect a bigger move to the downside. I'll look at the oscillators as well. So I'm a bit reluctant to jump in on this at the moment on the higher time frames, but let's just get to the hour. That may give us a sign. So trend is down on the hour. narrative stays the same. I think if we can get back to 162, 292 and start rejecting this area, possibility for a continuation to the downside, at least to target 158, 183. But I'm a little bit reluctant with that one because that's against the bigger trend, so sit on hands there. Euro British pound is surprising me. So we had this bit of structure forming here, which everything was indicating a pullback back to this area. We've had now a moving average crossover of all three moving averages. Then we've got a grouping of the oscillators to the upside. Very interesting setup at the moment. And then we have this level here that we have sort of just got above at the moment. But if I just do that for you, one thing is clear. We've got a higher low here. Could be a really big inverse head and shoulders. So there's your shoulder, there's your head, and it's going to be like a double head to there, and there's your right shoulder. This level here has everything to play for. That's 084571, and that would break a downtrend if you just go to the weekly, which basically was the whole of last year was a downtrend. And yeah, so I think that's something well worth paying attention to. I've been waiting for this to break all year, to be honest, all of last year. But at the moment, trend is up. We've got 3 days of upward trend. You need to pay attention to where your levels are, and this is the first area that I'd be paying attention to. Pull back to 084300, get back there, find some structure, move to the upside. Alternatively, London breakout strategy, because we are at a level here and it's ranging right now. You need to look for the first 7 or 8 1-hour bars, depending which way you want to play it, and a break the upside is going to get a move to the upside. But that's going to be a really small move. It's only going to be 160 points, so a little bit reluctant with that. So 15-minute probably would help you. Now there's your range. So you're looking for a break above the range there. And then if I just fine tune this level to there, there's your range there. So you need a break above it, retest, and then you jump in long, break to the downside and retest, then you're looking to come and visit 084300. So that's kind of the narrative we have here, but there is something bigger brewing here. There's something a lot bigger brewing, but I don't like the way the oscillators are right now. So I'd be reluctant to chase longs just yet. I'd want to see a reset, and to be honest, I'd want to see a reset as far down as 083663. Okay, anyway, I'm kind of sit on hands for most of the Forex pairs at the moment. I think Euro USD is the only one that kind of offers a little bit of a pullback for a continuation. The rest of them are looking a little bit tired. Hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.